I'm Marc Charette from Pics 360. I'm a virtual tour photographer, and I specialize in the area of optimizing Google business profiles. In a nutshell, if people ask me sort of my elevator pitch, it's I help businesses be found, be seen, and be trusted. So it makes it really easy to say that what I'm doing with being found is directory listings like the Google business profile, be seen, being a photographer, making sure that their photos, videos, and virtual tours are properly published and helps the business be easily findable and recognized and be authentic, especially in this day of AI. Authenticity is such an important thing. And then finally, be trusted. It's helping businesses with their online reputation and reviews, such as Google reviews, making sure they know how to ask for reviews, respond to reviews, and showcase those reviews. I started using Zoho One pretty well from its inception. I think I might have been amongst the first 100 users of the platform, and I instantly recognized the value of having a system that didn't require APIs to communicate for most of the functionality in the business. It started off where I was using CRM most, but I very quickly started to use Books a lot because I was looking for a different bookkeeping platform and invoicing platform, and it really did do a lot more than anything else. I was also looking at that time just about to start doing regular billing and invoicing on a subscription basis. So that was already built in. And then when I saw everything else that was inside of Zoho One, it was very quick for me to start adding to my repertoire of usage on a regular basis a lot of the other apps. I think I'm probably using about 25 of the apps. Now, for example, Zoho Vault is how I use that. I use the Zoho Assist to help my clients when it comes to installing the virtual tours onto their websites, because they often will have trouble. They're not very technical, so I can give them a hand with that. I use campaigns for communicating with my clients. Basically it's a suite of services to me that just makes the most amount of sense, where I wouldn't want to actually use an API unless I had to, and here I just don't have to. If I were to start over my business completely with what would I do differently is I would have actually included probably a few other people. I would have had a partnership. What I ended up doing is setting up a secondary business and a second brand that's a collaboration, which essentially mimics the partnership model for me. But that took me 5 years before I started doing that. And it really was one of those things where I realized you can't be everything to everyone. And when you realize that you can't do that, if you don't bring that partnership in early, so you have time to develop the trust with the people you're working with, then you're on the back foot with your client, trying to solve problems as opposed to, creating a solution before the problem even occurs. So I really do recommend that people consider that if you're actually setting up Zoho, and whether you're using one of their partners, because there's lots of those guys that'll do that kind of thing, or if you're doing it yourself, if you feel more confident technically, spend the time to set things up properly, because it'll save you dividends of time afterwards.